Yes, still. So Mark, I think you got some low expectations, but I hope you're right, but I hope we go way beyond that. You guys think we will hit one one day?
Easily,
I'll
easily,
let you
bro.
take this one.
Just yeah, the fact that because I just want to one of my favorite core tokens, by the way, is I'd say PulseX. PulseX PX, amazing. Obviously, the Pulse. I just think Pulse is a direct 2x leverage. So, uh, all four. With PulseX, it's literally a better Uniswap. Not just because we forked it, we made it a native service to PulseChain. It's deflationary. Uniswap is not deflationary. And I believe actually they did have the deflationary feature in the code. They just never activated it for whatever reason. And look at Uniswap. It's basically damn near a centralized, the most centralized DEX out there. They bent the knee for the SEC. You can't swap hex. Didn't make sense. And now they're talking about V4 or whatever. But yeah, look at PulseX. Like the fact that I think we're averaging like 50K in daily burns, which is so sick. I think in the when we had the Interpol FUD, which was, by the way, that dip got eaten up in a couple days, the quickest 2x I've seen. I think we burnt like 300K in 2 days consecutively worth of PulseX. It's crazy. We're at like 5.8% of the supply burnt in under 600 days, or I think around 600 days. Very powerful.
Wow, that is crazy. Yeah,
Very
it's
powerful.
PulseX. I think so many people sacked for it, and a lot of them sacked. Maybe I should have sacked more for PulseChain. Let me sack more for this. And then, of course, if everyone's plan is to do that, it's ratios got to come out of somewhere for these things too. But it's one of those where there's so many people that got into it and had such high hopes. And again, we talked about tokenomics; they are amazing, God level, God tier, tokenomics in so many different ways. And and who knows, maybe in the future there's more stuff, there's more things, there's all these things can happen too. But the fact that much burning happens all the time, and you got the premier decks, you got most of the liquidity, a lot of great community projects, but nothing comes close to being anywhere do anywhere what PulseX is doing as far as volume and TVL and stuff like that. And you got a ton of people who have a vested interest in hoping it goes up, assuming they haven't sold at this point, assuming they haven't sold below SAC, because I don't think I think it almost touched SAC one time, is the highest I ever got. I know, if I remember correctly, Pulse did about 2.5. And again, depending if your multiples and all that stuff, I'm just saying like what most people got at the base level was around 2.5 SAC. And then I think PulseX touched SAC or around it. Ink was $80. I mean, wild times.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask this, and something I tweeted the other day, I want to remind everyone, we're coming up on January 6th / January 7th. That is when the big pump happened last year. January is just, oh man, I just want this to be the best month ever. But this comment from Addy Milo. So we're all waiting for 1 month God candle. That's it. Will we sell our bags because bull market experience the pick year, the whole year, maybe the pick year. I'm not sure. Do you think that a lot of people will sell early? Like, is this their? Do we still have a lot of people looking to exit at this point, or have they been? It's like this cycle of like, I've been beaten down so much. Oh, it's going to be okay. Oh, I want to get out. Oh, but it's going to be okay. Do you think we'll see some people exit at SAC price 2x, 3x, but then, we'll have plenty of people who have significant bags who have held on to it and said, no, I'm in this. I'm ride or die. I'm in this thing. I'm going to, not ride or die, but like I'm not satisfied with anything below a 100x, whatever it is.
Yeah.
How do you think that's going to play out once we start getting some green candles going?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I think it's definitely the milestone is above SAC rate. I think there's probably going to be a little bit of, well, probably a lot of resistance. I don't really know. I think, and then we're going to probably break into price discovery. We're going to shake out, and I think this whole time we've actually been slowly shaking out people. The dips are being eaten by strong-handed people. We're distributing the tokens more. Whales are exiting, which is really good. But no, I think, yeah, people are probably going to try to front run and leave early, which is fine. I think, I think it's just part of the game of crypto. They're going to probably either come back later at higher prices. Me personally, I think we might even have a super cycle. The last time we had a super cycle was when also Donald Trump won the election, back in 2017. So we might also see a super cycle where it extends all the way to 2026.